But each branch, so the administration, they have their own like bits that essentially look after these sorts of things, but it moves slowly. If anything's going to come, it's probably going to come out of the Inquisition.
All right. So instead of intelligence services, he says, according to our sources, we are not aware why, but in perhaps a week or two, Warboss of Grimtooth will be present on one of the main camps on Kulf, alongside his trusted underlings. And this provides us an opportunity to decapitate the Wag.
Interesting.
As an aside, the military does have its own intelligence, but like 6 out of every 10 of those probably would be Inquisition. Secretly. One way or another.
Of course.
So we know that this particular orc is coming here in a week or two. Do we know why he's only just now coming to Cole?
It is unknown. And Zhao, with that knowledge, he also knows that leader of Grimtooth is like 14 degrees, so he even knows about his psychological quirks. Perhaps he's like one of the very few people. The thing with leader of Grimtooth, as I like checked with Wiki, is that he is prone to strange, not activities, strange moods. Like, there are examples that he basically throws away all of his underlings from, like, you know, his main throne room, and he just basically sits upon his throne, thinking deeply, just even like looking somewhere empty, like, you know, empty eyes. So he's like, it is known that he has, he can make strange actions, or actions that cannot be easily understand, especially if they go against usual orcish behavior. I mean, no wait, that logic was for what?
Oh, that logic was a joke.
Okay.
When Zhao said, it's like I'm a Xeno-Arcanist. Logic. I think that was sarcasm.
Yeah, I assume that was out of character. Or he didn't say that out loud, that's Xeno-Arcanist anyways.
Yeah,
that would be kind of funny. The Admiral says, wow, you know a lot about Xenos.
Yes, I do. But in any case, yes, Zara would have gone on about all of this. So yes, it could simply be a whim of this mad orc. He's somewhat unstable, but it presents an excellent opportunity.
I'll bet. What kind of orc is he? Is he the sort to be on his own 2 feet? Does he sit in a mech? Is he one of their psychers? What is
he? He is, from what I remember, he's not a weird boy, that's for sure. And he's not a mech boy. So he's like your all good old, like, big brute that uses his own muscles to rip and tear. And when Zhao said about that opportunity, Admiral says, yes indeed, we had some theories why he's coming to Clove, but we decided that's not important. What is important is figuring out how to kill him. And hope that death of him and his closest underlings will break the back of this entire war and give us a chance to clear Periphery Subsector from this greenskin menace.
Out of character question. Out of character question. How bad is the orc infestation in this subsector? Like, Or even more to the point, how much is Grimtooth over in this sector? How big a fish is he?
From what I read, if I remember, the canon states that on Kulf itself, greenskin forces are perhaps, or maybe, I don't remember if this is Kulf itself or this is like more of a periphery subsector, but his forces are like 10 million greenskins.
The periphery in general is pretty jam-packed because both sides are too busy fighting each other to deal with purging spores after they beat back a orc assault. So yeah, the periphery in general has a lot of orcs.
And this is their... Okay. This is their war boss. Oh, it says he has enslaved multiple Imperial worlds. Charming. Let's go kill us a war boss. Alright.
Let's fuck him up.
Well, someone mentioned plan. So back in character.
Yeah, that's even the best thing as I check like a map for Inquisition stations. Segmento Obscurus, he's not the worst one. There's like Archdictator of Gatrog, Great Despot of Treg, which basically that infestation, the Cypra Mundi is in the fucking middle of it. So, yeah, fun. So, yeah, now for a plan. Well, our initial idea is obviously the main base where we are pretty certain that the meeting will take place. Obviously the amount of orbital, rather surface to orbit defense installations and the sheer amount of forces that will be crawling around will make descent and insertion pretty impossible to stay undetected. So, idea that we figured out and we think it will be good is to drop you on planet as soon as possible. Maybe not today, like give you your men time to prepare, but maybe next day or 2 days after that. Drop you on the planet way behind enemy lines in a sector of a planet that has very low greenskin density, population, whatever word you would use. And from then you would spend the rest of the time making your way through ruins to get to backside of base itself. Because it's pretty close. It's somewhat close to front lines, so obviously the main defense systems are on the like front, and there will be less as we said, warballs might not be stupid, but not a lot of orcs, and especially those ones who build the base, will think that something will attack them from behind or even infiltrate.
Drop sneak through some ruins. Okay.
And
that seems reasonable.
And we more or less managed to get some, well, images regarding this camp where we think the meeting will take place. I'm gonna put it to a new thing. And basically it's more or less up to scale. And basically those red things, if you can like zoom out because the map is kinda big. If you zoom out, the green lines are like walls, defense, and whatnot. The red squares, or like the red like circles or squares, are like more or less squares are towers, defensive towers with a lot of guns of a lot of different caliber, anti-tank, anti-infantry and whatnot. The red squares are very heavy duty big guns, including anti-air, anti-space, all of that fun stuff. I mean, this thing next left to the junk field is pretty much the same, it's like very big gun. And they also identified what they think is like several important buildings including like Squigot Beef, Armory, Garage, Tower, and the flags of Y itself. And of course, Admiral throws the idea that it will eat more time, but if you'll be looking for destruction, then taking down and burning flags itself of the WA might give you some.
Hello?
Hmm?
Sorry, he cut off.
Matt?
You there?
I mean, Admiral
there you
said
are.
what he wanted, so
Oh,
I didn't hear
okay.
the end of it though. You cut off in the middle.
what was the last thing I said you heard?
The flags. We could burn
Yeah.
down the flags.
Yeah, so if you are looking for a distraction, that could work.
Out of character, what is the significance behind burning the wall's flags? That's something you could do in Dark Crusade too, and I didn't quite see why
It
that was.
demoralizes them.
They use
So
banners like everyone else.
Basically, as I understand it, it's like symbol of unity and serving under this boss. So striking against like burning the banner down, like the huge fucking banner, is like, well, okay, seems the boss is not in the charge anymore. So let's fight who's in the charge now.
Orcs are, they're semis. They're all partially psychic, so they do best when they're all working together towards a certain thing. It disrupts them. If it's destroyed, then if they think they're winning, they win harder. If they think they're losing, they lose harder. Kind of goes against them at that point, and makes fighting them a little bit easier.
I fucking love orcs sometimes. If they think they're winning, they win harder.
I mean, really, I think that's my
interesting.
headcanon. That's if they really think hard enough, or like they believe hard enough, and there's a lot of them, they can turn fucking planets, not rocks, into like flying bullets. Just build enough engines or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the very basic thing.
That's true.
If they believe that the fucking gun can fire, they can fire from a gun that doesn't have, like, would not normally fire.
That is true. That is how their shit works.
It's terrifying in a way. It's a good thing for the rest of the galaxy. They're as stupid as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Psychic potential. So much psychic potential is wasted on them.
I mean,
Thankfully,
the
wasted.
biggest nightmare is that when orcs and tyrannids combine.
The Devourer.
Yep.
Well, they already have in the Octarius war. The Tyranids there, they've integrated orc genes. They're extremely resilient and they heal extremely fast now. When that war is over, if the Tyranids win, that new strain is going to be a huge pain to deal with.
Yeah. So yeah, Admiral likes like he's like he does the not hand wave. He does the like hands motion. Like reveals everything. Well, that's the gist of it. What do you think about that, Inquisitor, sirs?
Zhao?
Well,
Zhao, you're smarter than me. Do my thinking for me.
all right. Well, it seems as I agree with the military assessment that this should be a priority. With the equipment that the Cadre has and the company has, we should be able to get quite close without drawing any of the enemy's fire. Perhaps. One moment. Oh no, I didn't close my thing. There it is.
Also, I will throw in one thing. Of course, as we're like thinking, then Admiral decides to throw in one more thing. I already cleared that with General. If you require additional firepower, especially heavy duty firepower, something to bring down buildings or the flag's banners itself, we will be able to provide it happily. Like explosive mostly.
So, yeah, I don't know, perhaps some diversionary tactics. The orcs do best in large amalgamations, so if they're split up and their attention is drawn in multiple directions, we can take out small companies piecemeal without having to face them at their full strength.
Seems like a worthy idea to me.
So that's his assessment.
So we bring the fullness of our company with us, and on our way there, we just break them apart, kill the scattered remains, and then we proceed with our mission. Simple. I have no complaints with this plan. What about you?
What kind?
Oh shit! Map change.
What kind of weapons do they have again?
What they have is sanctified Cadian pattern las weapons.
Not going to be very useful.
No.
Unless
the command squad has Cadian pattern las weapons.
Are they Hellguns?
Yes.
Good.
They're Hellguns. The company itself also has Hellguns, but they're basic Hellguns, not Cadian pattern.
Pen doesn't matter. What they need is damage.
Yeah, what they need is high damage.
Cadian pattern Hellguns do 1d4 plus. I mean, 1d10. Wow, 1d10 plus 4.
A significant portion of their attacks are not going to deal any damage.
Yeah.
Cadian.
All that did was add penetration, not damage.
We need high damaging.
They have chain swords.
Chainswords will help actually significantly, but
tearing is what's going to be useful.
Dum Dum, it's actually best to outquip them with
autoguns
with Dum Dum rounds, or bolters with that one bolt that is really, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
They do have autoguns and they do have Dum Dums.
So yeah,
they'll need more, won't they?
Rather, in the inventory of the squad itself, there are autoguns and Dum Dum rounds.
Yep, you never sold them. That's the basic stuff that Kill Squad Trooper has. That we base them off. So they still have it.
I knew that.
Or rather, no, it's autogun with man stopper rounds, and it's stop automatic with Dum Dums.
They can interchange the bullets. Okay. It's all the same.
True. Touche.
But I knew it was a good idea to let them keep those guns.
Yeah. Well, they're not worth enough to sell, so it's
It wouldn't have been much of a point anyway, right? Let me think here. Oh wait, what am I doing? We're talking with the Admiral. Admiral, would you happen to have any high-powered weapons on this flagship of yours?
Bolters would be great.
Yes, bolters would be great.
What numbers we are talking about?
Crunch-wise, we're going to want to deal as much as possible. Pen, for the most part, will not matter.
No, in character he has for how many guns would you need?
Would prefer at least half if we can manage.
My company has 50 men altogether. Thus I'll need high-powered weapons for 50 men. bolt weapons, plasma weapons, or melta weapons?
We probably don't need multi-weapons quite as much. Maybe one or two.
Multi-las will be useful. Multi-las deal pretty high.
Multi-las would be useful. It might be difficult to get any sort of missile launchers.
Multi-las is
grenade
actually
launchers.
pretty standard Imperial Guard kit.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's an Imperial. They're the ones who tend to use it. It's the las cannon, a little more rare.
Okay. Well, at least, yeah, multi-las, things that are high damage, effectively. I don't know how many of the cadre can use heavy weapons, but those that can should be outfitted with them.
Mm-hmm.
The plasma weapons are probably going to be a little bit harder. Maybe for the elites, if we could scrounge up enough, I can certainly afford it. But
That's right, you can afford. Keep on forgetting that.
Okay, because I'm fucking lazy and I trust you to get to know what type of weapons would be reasonable for this guy to have. So he can scrunch up quickly 9 melta weapons, 2 plasma weapons, and what was the third group that you thought it might be? Okay.
Bolt weapons and multi-lases, that kind of thing. So heavy las.
Multi-las will probably be good.
Heavy bolters.
Heavy stubbers, how much do they deal too? I don't remember. They might be good too.
Ooh, 5 heavy las. Gear up, boys! You're getting heavy las!
Heavy stubber deals okay damage. Not very good.
Damn. Nice.
Well, he's your sugar daddy. He provides you quite a lot of. I was rolling really fucking well on those fucking guns. 9. Maybe not plasma weapons. So we get 9 melta weapons. Just figure out what it would be specific. I hope you won't fuck me over this.
Dear Admiral, we're going to have to. We're going to have to go to a pleasure world sometimes, and I'll show you a real good time. I'll show you how the nobles party.
And there is a glint in his eye. Who knows? Maybe, perhaps I will. Seems like a very inciting. But, well, for now we have a war to win and Xenos to purge.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Oh, heavy flamer. That'd be good.
Oh, yes, flamers. Flamers are very, very useful.
Flamers and heavy flamers.
Okay.
They're at least plus 5.
They have 4 heavy flamers.
11, 16, 36, 40.
So it's just a matter of, I think we have enough of what we need. It's just a matter of outfitting them, and